What's up guys, Kevin Cage here with another crypto update. Let's run through some recent news for a variety of assets. So first up we have for the XRP ledger and the AMM or automated market maker. For everybody in the XRP community that already knows Panos, has been around for years, he built a free course going over the AMM and XLS30 and what it means for the XRP ledger. So I'll link this in the top of the YouTube video description and in the pinned comment if you want to take it. It breaks down a lot of the terms and what sets XLS30 apart from other AMMs. I took this course yesterday and I also learned a few things and a lot of interesting terms that I actually didn't put together, understanding different strategies of how to use impermanent loss as a DCA strategy. So for anybody that plans to leverage and use the AMM when it goes live on the XRP ledger, I highly recommend taking this course. It's free. And per the previous video that I just uploaded discussing the XRP Trust or the ETP, this is an exchange-traded product. You can see it directly on 21shares.com. This is based in Switzerland. A pretty good year-to-date return, and we can see assets under management, 52 million. As we scroll down and look at collateralization, 21 Shares holds the underlying crypto assets, or XRP in this case, in cold storage equal to 100% of the value of the notes at all times. So this is one example of an exchange-traded product with XRP that has over 50 million AUM. And even looking at the fact sheet that was dated about 6 days ago, in these ETPs, ETFs, and these trusts, exchange-traded products or exchange-traded funds give investors a regulated way to have exposure to the crypto asset class. What I'm looking forward to is seeing other countries adopt and offer ETPs and different types of crypto funds. We have Ethereum, almost 300 million, you got Polkadot, BNB, Phantom, ALGO, etc. So imagine more countries, different organizations offering these types of ETPs, and that could be millions, if not billions of dollars that are even just holding these assets long term, reducing the circulating supply. And shared by Anders, this is a picture of SNB. This is the Swiss National Bank, a very big meeting a few years ago. Attending this meeting were some of the biggest names in central banking and politics. We had the ECB, the Central Bank of Hong Kong, etc. But then we had one fintech or blockchain-based company here in attendance, which was Brad Garlinghouse of Ripple. You may hate Ripple, but your favorite project hasn't been at this table and or part of the task force. In the BIS, the central bank of all central banks, July of this year, so a few months back, we can see Ripple, alongside Payments Canada, MasterCard, Swift, etc., and other payment systems like SIPs. We also got news about Stellar and Protocol 20, so this has been in development, I believe, since 2022, and they're preparing for smart contracts on Stellar. So definitely going to keep tabs on this. We know that Stellar's blockchain, or DLT, and then the XRP ledger are built for payments, but smart contract applications are super important for logic. With smart contracts, they can start going after applications that Ethereum has already built out or build brand new applications. Just like with Zhaohao for XRP ledger smart contracts in the previous video. Smart contracts for digital identity or inheritance. If you pass away, everything is automated and trusted via code. And also beware of this scam. This is everywhere on YouTube, so Brad Garlinghouse shares. There's been an uptick in deep fake scam videos, example below, overlaying new words with old video footage from Ripple's events. YouTube, are you asleep at the wheel again? Reminder, don't trust, verify, all approved messaging will only come from the official Ripple accounts. Everybody already in this market should know this by now, but a lot of new people that join during future bull cycles need to be aware. Even if you hold your assets in cold storage, if you click a bad link and approve or allow a bad smart contract, you can still lose all of your assets. It takes one slip up. So if you see advertisements like this of a fake Ripple video or some type of airdrop, don't get emotional, don't get excited, just assume it is BS until you fully verify it. Do not click the link. Now speaking of enterprise adoption, we covered this the other day. This is Tachyon. They are funded by the Department of Defense. They're launching TFS Lite on the Hedera mainnet, allowing for encrypted, immutable storage of entire files and systems on blockchain. So this is a really big deal, and this is a step towards blockchain 4.0 where you're leveraging public and private. So they're leveraging Hedera's Public Consensus Service, or HCS. And the average cost of a data breach in the US is over $9 million. It's estimated the big data market will be worth over $229 billion by 2025. Data is the true gold, and that is why blockchain and DLT is tamper-proof, auditable technology is going to be huge for the future. So notice that this application is leveraging one of Hyperledger's frameworks, Sawtooth, which is private, and confirmed by a public consensus of Hedera. And this Tachyon group is funded by the Department of Energy and the US Department of Defense. We have Yoshitaka Kitao still showing support for XRP and the approval of XRP under the virtual assets regime over in Dubai. And regarding HBAR, back in like 2020, King Solomon was showing for smart grids and smart cities that it was either the Department of Defense or Department of Energy actually looking at Hashgraph. When it did roughly a 60x from its all-time low, everybody said it was the best project ever. When it was at 50 cents, 40 cents, everybody was happy. During bear markets, when it crashes from its all-time high over 90%, it's a scam all over again to most retailers. Crypto is volatile, and there are some projects building very large solutions. When you know HBAR's invested over $400 million into its ecosystem, with Atma.io already tracking over 20 billion items with DIDs connected to Hedera with their HCS or Hedera Consensus Service. Am I happy with the price action for a variety of assets over the past 2 years during this bear market? No, not at all. There are real scams and meme coins in this market, but the blue chips that I discuss are not scams. Casper's not a scam either. Remember, this was viral a while back. This is the opening bell at the Nasdaq with WiseKey. So WiseKey, one of the first companies in Switzerland to IPO through Nasdaq, and in collaboration with SpaceX, they're leveraging Casper Network, and Casper Network was the first NFT to be minted from space. I tweeted out the full video yesterday if you want to watch it, or you can just search this title here on YouTube. It's about 9 minutes long. So this was over a year ago, but just a quick reminder. So WiseSat or Wise Satellites with SpaceX. IoT devices being connected and tracked to satellites, and the data is stored on Casper's blockchain. There are an estimated 50 billion connected devices worldwide. We're talking over 6 times that of the global population. So price action might suck during a bear market, but these projects are building legitimate solutions. We also have iTrustCapital linked in the top of this YouTube video description. If you use that link to create a free account, you get a $100 funding reward. 24/7, 365 trading, whether you have a Roth IRA, which is 100% tax-free, paying 0% in capital gains, or a 401k, or a TSP or traditional IRA. Dozens of assets available, last valued at over $1.3 billion. And one of the few providers that is actually a qualified custodian under the SEC. So per their terms and conditions, if they go out of business, which I don't see happening, I still get my funds no matter what. These assets aren't lent out, they are secured in enterprise-grade cold storage. So I was with a different IRA provider initially, but back in January of 2020, I switched to iTrustCapital. It's free, there's no monthly fee, there's no startup fee, management fee, or custodial fee. And now with my Roth IRA, I have a vehicle where it can grow completely tax-free for future bull runs. The only time I'll pay anything is if I buy and sell, so if I do sell and take profit, there's a 1% transaction fee, essentially just like Coinbase. Except with Coinbase, you're paying taxes on all of your short-term and capital gains. And if you made a boatload of money, you could be paying 37% in taxes. So this solution isn't for everybody. It was a huge fit for me because I had a Roth IRA in the S&P 500 and I wanted to get more exposure in crypto since I'm a lot more bullish on that long term. I plan to do really well in future bull cycles. If I made life-changing amounts of money in my Roth IRA, I could even de-risk, I could leave iTrustCapital, go to Vanguard or another custodian and just put it in the S&P 500. You have plenty of options and flexibility, but I want exposure in this asset class at least over the next 10 years. For all the tokenization stats from BCG, Swift, and the WEF. So be sure to check this out. This is linked in the top of the YouTube video description, or just keep this in mind going forward. Even if you just wanted to have a small nest egg in the crypto asset class with like a $1,000 Roth IRA. We have Hedera right here, the Hedera Hashgraph LLC, as the result of a request for information or an RFI on open source security and memory-safe programming languages, is pleased to submit a response to the White House. So we have real crypto networks serious about enterprise adoption, working with regulators, discussing with the White House, discussing open source software security. And speaking of Algorand, we have Algorand GPT is live. So we've talked in previous videos about generative AI or Gen AI, and it could be one of the biggest market movers in history. We talked about how it went from 0 to 180 million users in the blink of an eye, and this took both Facebook and Twitter about 6 years to reach, in terms of going from 0 to 180 million users. And ChatGPT is one single application. There's going to be some for very niche markets as well. And could there be more than one winner? Very likely. There are so many types of applications, different markets, and industry verticals. So Algorand GPT is live, able to access all Algorand mainnet data, which provides more large language model ready and custom formatted Algorand data for the GPT model. So Algorand GPT, an expert assistant capable of assisting users in many ways. It's voice enabled, so users can literally have real life conversations with this agent about Algorand live data and documentation. Imagine this available for not just crypto projects, but different companies. That's where the space is heading. And then all of these LLMs or large language models are going to interoperate and have access to some of the same information. It's crazy potential. This can help developers build applications via voice like that. So right now, Algorand GPT is only available to the OpenAI ChatGPT Plus users. So I believe anybody with ChatGPT 4 that pays like $20 a month. And the release of Algorand Agent very soon. And we had some big news from the Algorand Foundation. So we have this group, Quantos Payments, announces the launch of a regulated and programmable euro on Algorand's network. This group has been licensed as an electronic money institution, EMI, under the supervision of the Dutch Central Bank, permitted to issue its first regulated and programmable euro legal tender. So we're seeing a lot of initiatives of different layer ones actually having digital currencies on top of their network. And last but not least, we have shared by Chip. So this is CNBC covering the comments about the fake BlackRock filing for that XRP trust. And I shared this is a classic example of mainstream media spreading fear about XRP to the general public. They acted like this fake filing reflects badly upon XRP, the digital asset, which makes no sense. Fake filings have been a thing for years. And these guys just make XRP look super shady, acting like I wouldn't touch that, steer clear. Everybody forgets that XRP won the lawsuit and has legal clarity in the United States. The issues to resolve fake filings like this wasn't addressed, and this isn't a new problem, nor is it exclusive to XRP. The timing of all of this is always super interesting.
Percent after filing for a BlackRock fund based on the cryptocurrency showed up on the official Delaware website that registers investment trusts incorporated in that state. The only problem, BlackRock never submitted the filing. A BlackRock spokesperson confirmed that the filing for an iShares XRP trust was false. It is unclear how that false BlackRock information ended up on the Delaware website. Could have been a great opportunity for somebody to profit.
Wow.
They managed to do that.
I still get a lot of stuff, we all do, on Twitter from the XRP,
The Ripplean.
Yeah, the Rippleans. Oh, don't call it that. I don't know. They got a lot going on. A lot of things happen. Very, I don't know. They're very. They got a lot of beefs. Isn't that what you call it? Oh, beefs. You call it beef.
A beef.
What you call it? Beef. Call it like
on Twitter, people if you have a fight, a beef,
they got a lot of beefs with a lot of
complaints.
I don't want to even talk about it.
I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and huge thanks to all that hit the like button. I'm still recording on my laptop as I'm waiting for a part in the mail, which takes a month to get here in Puerto Rico for my PC. Hopefully I'll have my PC back up and running again by end of month, and then I can at least do videos and edit quickly without being on this laptop. Big thanks guys, I'll catch you in the next one.